Hello friends, today we are talking about our first chapter, Nature and Scope of Business Economics. And in this chapter, we are going to study our unit 1, which is Introduction. In Introduction, we are going to study about the meaning of economics, meaning and nature of business economics, and scope of business economics. And in this video, after the completion of this unit, you are able to understand what is the meaning of economics, what is the meaning and nature of business economics, and scope of business economics in the whole economics. Okay, so let's start with our first topic, which is what is the meaning of economics. So after going to the meaning of business economics, we have to understand what is economics and where the word economics come from. So the word economics is come from the Greek word oikonomia. So the word economics is derived from the Greek word oikonomia, which means household. That means in that time the economics is only for the household purposes. That means how to manage our household finances. So till 19th century, economics is all about political economy. So we are not going deep about political economy, only you can understand this, that till 19th economics is only known about the political economy. So before we understand about business economics, we have to consider what is economics and what is economics about for, and where the economics come from, and what is the actual meaning of economics. So economics, let us take an example for economics. Let's consider an example to understand what is economics. So let us take an example of your birthday, the day which makes you so happy, so many wishes come from your friends, relatives, and you are going for a party with your friends. And so on your birthday, your father gives you rupees 1000 as a birthday gift. Then what will you do with these rupees 1000? So many options going in your mind, like buy a dress, go for a movie, eat in a restaurant, or buy some books, and most important, save the rest money. So everyone wants to spend their money, but they also want to save some money for their future wants. So in this example, there are so many options going in your mind, that I can buy a dress, I also want to go in a restaurant, I also want to go for a movie within rupees 1000. But this is impossible. You cannot go for each and every options with only rupees 1000. Then assume that your father gives you rupees 2000. So most of your wants from rupees 2000 can be satisfied, but not every want can be satisfied with only rupees 2000. So this confusion is in every individual's mind, that which option they will go, so that they can enjoy more, So after evaluating the alternatives, that you wanna buy a dress or you want to eat in a restaurant, so you can go for one or more combination with examples like buy a dress, or you can go for a movie. So you might be buy a dress only, you might be go in a restaurant or buy some books. So this confusion is with every individual. So in this we have to first evaluate the alternatives which are going in our mind and choose the one of the best alternative, so that it gives us more satisfaction than other. So that I want a dress, then I go with a buy a dress because it gives me more satisfaction than go for a movie. So so the satisfaction differs from person to person and our resources are scarce. That here example that we have only rupees 1000 and we have to satisfy our wants only in rupees 1000. Okay, so economics is what all about. We are choosing our wants, we are sacrificing some wants to in because resources are in scarce. So economics is all about what? Economics is a study of process to allocate the scarce resources to satisfy the competing wants and gain more satisfaction. So economics is what? The study of processes to allocate the scarce resources. Allocate the scarce resources. Resources in our example is rupees 1000. So in that example, we are study about how we allocate 1000 rupees. So our wants, our competing wants are to buy a dress, to go for a movie, to go in a restaurant, to buy some books, and to save the rest money. So these are our wants. So in this process, we are going to allocate our 1000 rupees in our competing options, so that we gain more and more satisfaction from those 1000 rupees. Okay, so economics is based only upon two fundamental facts, which is human beings have unlimited wants. The means to satisfy these unlimited wants are scarce, relatively scarce from the subject matter of economics. So human beings are unlimited, as we studied in our example that we have only human beings are unlimited, as we studied in our example that we have so many wants to satisfy, that we also want to buy a dress, we also want to go for a movie, and we also want to save some money. Okay, so the means to satisfy these unlimited wants are relatively scarce. So in our example, the means to satisfy those wants is scarce because we have only 1000 rupees and we have so many options that we want to gain. Okay, so so economics is all about to allocate our relatively scarce resources in such a way so that we gain maximum satisfaction and to satisfy our competing wants. So I hope you all clear about the what is economics and what are the fundamental facts of economics. So in our next video we are going to discuss about meaning and nature of business economics. So till then,